read an interesting book, just finished it a few days ago. It's called Together. And it was written by the US Surgeon General Vivek Murthy. And he did a ton of research and studying about social disconnection, isolation, and loneliness. And among all the amazing things that he found, one of the things that he found is that social disconnection is actually bad for our health. When we feel alone, when we feel like we don't have a tribe or some sort of group where we feel like we belong, it's the equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Can you believe that? This is actually bad for our health. So if you look at how that applies to our work situation, right? First of all, loneliness, the feelings of loneliness in people have doubled since the 1980s. Then you throw in a pandemic where all of a sudden we were either locked down or forced to not be able to be around each other, and transition that to now that we're coming out of the pandemic with hybrid teams and remote work and new people joining the company that we have never met and probably will never meet in person. This issue of disconnection is not going away. So what do? Well, we can't just hope that everything goes back to the way it was, because it's not going to. We have two choices, right? In a work context where our teams are growing, our organization is growing, and we might start to feel like, I'm losing a bit of that feeling of we used to be like a family, or my team was so close, or I felt like I belonged in this particular place. If that feeling is going away for you, this is an unfortunate reality that we're going to have to face together. And there are a couple of choices that we have. We can either sort of fold our arms and say, well, it's my boss's job to create this culture, or it's the CEO's job to, work with the chief people officer and come up with an initiative to build a team and to help us to feel connected and feel like we belong. Well, if that's the option that we choose, chances are we're not going to get too far. So I want to propose a second option. I call it lift where you stand. We all have the opportunity, and in my mind, the responsibility to positively contribute to the cultures we're a part of. If we're feeling like things are getting a little bit more disconnected, rather than waiting for somebody else to do it, how do we step in and take an active role in building that connection and that trust that we want to feel on the teams that we're a part of?